Hi, my name is Bob Casper. It's great to be with you today. I live in Northern California, and it's going to be really, really hot today. We're going to be about 108 degrees today, and so I'm going to be staying inside today. Anyway, I put this Hangout um, up so that you can get to learn a little bit about me and about Empower Network. And if you're in the online business or MLM or network marketing business, you've probably heard about Empower Network, and you probably have different vantage points of the system and whether you think it's a good system or a bad system. So the first thing I'd like to do is talk to you about Empower Network just in general, and that is that it can be a good system or it can be a bad system. Depends totally on who your sponsor is. It depends on what you're looking for, what your expectations are, and what you're willing to do to make this a success for you. Now let's talk about the good points, and then we'll talk about the bad points, because there's good points and bad points in everything. But the good points is that I want to iterate is that it's a system that has been well designed, whether you think it is or it isn't. It's not a point of argument. It's well designed to create wealth for many, many people. Not just a handful, not just 10%, but you can get into that cycle like in any other MLM online affiliate marketing, whatever program, opportunity program. You can create the same 90-10 um, rule that 90% of the people don't make any money and 10%. And really, it's typically, when you talk about real money, it's around 3 to 4% of the population. So if you have 100,000 people in the organization, then 3 to 4,000 people are going to be making what we call walk-away income. That means that you don't have to work again in your life. People say, oh, so you can retire. Well, I got to tell you something. If you're making a lot of money and you're spending 5 to 10 hours a week doing it, you're not going to retire. You're just going to keep doing what you're doing because it's fun and it doesn't take any real energy and you got a lot of time on your hands. Does that mean you got to work 5 to 10 hours a week every week? No, maybe once a month. But you're not going to retire because you're going to continue to share this with other people because it makes sense. So let's go back. So Empower Network, the reason it is such a lucrative income and can create such a lucrative income is because it's online, it's digital, and the amount of overhead to present the company, to create the products is probably the least about any other company or operation out there. Because most of the products are digital and they're online, there's no storage. I mean, most computers, if you got a computer, most computers have 500 to a terabyte of data, and some have 3 or 4 terabytes of data on their standalone computer. So therefore, everything you would need to run the business, you have enough storage, so your computer becomes your warehouse. And realistically, with Empower Network, you don't carry any of the products on your personal system. The products are at a host site somewhere. It's down in Florida. And so when you go to access your Empower Network products and services, you go over the network and you log in there. So there's no cost there. If you have to send information, whether it be videos, whether it be documents, whether it be audios, whatever it is, pictures, all kinds of things. Whatever you're going to transport, it's all digital. So you don't have to pay for shipping. You don't have to pay for handling. None of this stuff is required. So your business overhead is almost nothing. It costs you nothing to run it. Now, let me give another point, and that is you own a computer. Now, before you ever got involved with Empower Network, you probably owned a computer. Before you ever got involved with Empower Network, you had internet access. So those two things you already had. So to start this business, you don't have to really start anything up because you already got the equipment that you need. Now, you may have to add to your internet speed so you can watch videos faster. You don't get timeout errors. So that'll be a convenient, but it's not going to be a major cost in what you're doing because you already have the equipment that you need to run the business. And the reason I'm going into this, because it's important that you understand you are going into a business, okay? And all business costs. It's called an investment. It's not like a stock or a bond or something like that, but it is an investment. It is a financial investment. It is a time investment. It is an effort investment. So I'm going to use the word investment, but I'm not going to use it as if I'm on the stock market. I'm going to use it as a personal investment. When you put money into a savings account, you're investing that money. May not be the best way to invest it, but you are investing that money. You're putting it somewhere where you're going to be able to use it at a later date for other things. And you're hoping that it grows and makes more money for you. Okay, so this is an investment, and I'm going to use that term investment many, many times because whatever you do, you invest. You invest your time, you invest your effort, and that's whether you're playing a sport or whether you're going for a walk or whether you're basically going to the store because you like window shopping. That's an investment of time and effort, and it may be an investment of money if you buy stuff at the store. So people get all weirded out by using the term investment because they think that people are going to think that it's something different than it is. So I've already explained it. And it's important that you understand that if you get in an online business, you are making an investment of those three things: time, money, and effort. Okay, so I've already talked to you about the overhead cost for Empower Network is very minuscule. Not only that, most of the training material, because it's an educational system, and this is an educational system that teaches you how to create wealth for the rest of your life. And once you get started, you will be amazed at how easy it really is if you do it properly. And I'm going to say this, and some people are going to get very upset with me. Most people don't do it properly because they don't set it up for success. And I'm going to go into some of that stuff too. But I'm going to try to make these videos, under 10 minutes if I can, because I think it's very important that you get information packed in a short period of time. So, like I said, Empower Network costs very little for the corporation to put together. And they have digital products which don't cost anything to store or ship. And then the third thing, the products that they're developing come from the field, from you and me, because we learn how to build this business better, faster, cheaper every day as we move forward. And you know what the term that's called? Optimized capital. It comes out of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And that is the more you can optimize what you're doing, the less it costs you, the less effort you have to spend, less time you have to spend. And so it optimizes the creation of capital or the creation of what we call cash flow. And if you're taught properly and you do it right, then you're going to be able to pass that on to others. So you're going to get a lot more people involved. You're going to get a lot more cash flow working in the system. And that's what it's all about. We're talking about economics here. Everybody thinks, whoa, it's about selling things. No, we're not. It's not about, this is what we're trying to educate you on. It's not about selling things. It's about economics, cash flow, okay? Revenue streams. People use those terms, but they never really explain them to you, okay? Everybody is in the cash flow system. Everybody's in the asset management in the world. And you say, oh, I'm not. Yeah, you are. You're on the other side. You're not. You're somebody's asset. You're not. You don't have any assets working for you. You're the asset to somebody else. You're the asset to your phone company, whether that be a landline phone or a mobile phone. You're an asset to your cable company. You're an asset to your car insurance. You're an asset to your home insurance. You're an asset to the mortgage company, which you're paying off your house over time. So all of these things are asset-driven commodities. And the question is what side of the asset commodity on you are? Are you the one that providing the asset, or are you the one that owns the asset. If you don't own the asset, you're a provider of an asset to somebody else. If you got a credit card, you're an asset to the credit card company. Okay, so this is where they say, people talk about making your money work for you. Well, in Power Network, if you work with the right group of people, and you got to remember this, this is important right now. I'm going to tell you this. Every affiliate that is part of Empower Network is a business owner and the CEO of their own business. Now, their intent is to get a whole bunch of people working with them so that everybody can make money. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, a product or service needs to be sold for the cash flow system to work. Okay? But the point of the matter isn't focusing on the amount of sales you make. It's focusing on how you're generating those cells and which of those cells are called what we know as passive residual cells. The passive residual cell is, no cell is 100% passive, but it can be a one-time cell that creates residual income for the rest of your life if you do it properly and set it up properly. And so the bottom line is once you sell a product to somebody, and this product is what we call rechargeable, like a cell phone, you got to pay your cell phone bill and your cable bill and your gas bill and your electric bill and your grocery bill. Those are all rechargeable cells. So if you go to a retailer and you like that retailer and you like the way that retailer treats you, you'll go back to that same retailer over and over and over again. And if they're providing you the products that you need to exist in this world and they service you well, like I said, you're going to go back. So now when that happens, that moment that happens, you have now become an asset to that retailer for as long as you continue to go back there, because you're going to go back there month after month or week after week. And I just messed this up because I didn't want that on there. But I'm glad I did this because this is giving me some good ideas. So I got to go downstairs and check the watch. So I'll stop this.